guys, today I'd like to take a look at this incredible mask. And this is the 2000 Mario Chiodo Signature Series Muscle Guard. Now, as you can see, this mask is just gigantic. Now I had to pull the camera way back on this video, and for the first time I have to stand up to present this mask because it is just huge and really impressive. And I would like to go over some of the details on this mask and show you a little bit more about it. But what I'd like to do first is take a look at the artist, Mario Chiodo, whose work this is, because he's quite an amazing artist. And to sort of go into a little bit of the background of his history and some of the things he's really into now. This is a piece from Today, the Today Show, called Today's American Story. And I'd like you to take a look at this video, and you'll learn a little bit more about Mario and some of the really impressive things that he's done.
Today's American Story with Bob Dotson comes from an old warehouse near San Francisco Bay. Bob found a man piecing together one of the largest bronze sculptures in the country, a salute to the dream that made this day a holiday.
I have a dream.
Martin Luther King Jr. did not dream in black and white. He dreamed of a world where everyone was equal. Dr. King joined a long line of people who tried to make that so.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Mario Chiodo thinks they ought to have their own Mount Rushmore.
There will be generations because of what you did.
I didn't do enough.
Remember the movie Schindler's List? The businessman who saved 1,200 Jews from Nazi death camps during World War II? He has a place on Mario's monument.
Turn all the way right there.
So does Ruby Bridges, the little girl who in 1960 trooped past angry crowds so kids of all colors could go to class together.
When I first drove up in front of the school, I actually thought it was Mardi Gras. And I kind of felt like I was in the middle of a parade.
Ever since 9/11, Mario Chiodo has been creating his own Statue of Liberty, adding faces of people who inspire him.
Some choices are obvious, but others not so much.
Well, take a look at this guy. Looks like he's 40 or 50, but he's actually 82 years old because of his whole mindset about peace.
Thich Nhat Hanh was tortured during the Vietnam War, but worked to pull both sides together.
I've given everything to this, everything I have.
For 25 faces, 25 feet tall.
It's not just copying their faith, but it's trying to really look into their heart and soul.
Some of them were deeply flawed.
They were all real people.
Who make mistakes, the same ones we all make. Still, they helped a lot of us live better lives.
I believe very strong that they're exactly like us.
Mario grew up just a few blocks from his warehouse. Taught himself to sculpt heads, working in a beauty salon. He never had any formal art training. But now his work is so stunning, the Oakland City Council has voted to give his giant figures a home.
Anybody can make a turnaround at any point in their life.
School kids are now pitching in to help Mario complete the work. And hear the stories about Ruby and the rest.
She's just one little girl.
Yeah.
Whole town was against her.
I know. It doesn't matter what age you are, you can still make a change.
And that gives you the fuel to keep shaping the clay.
Mario Chiodo is crafting a bit of this world as he would like it to be.
Deny any person their human rights is to challenge their very humanity.
There may still be dark shadows on the earth, but his light is stronger in contrast.
You never, never, never give up.
For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, with an American story in Oakland, California.
And we're back in a moment. This is Today on NBC.
So I wanted to show you that video because it really gives you a background of Mario and his history and the amazing things that he's working on, and he continues to work on to this day. Now this mask is just incredible. It's huge, as I said. This is part of what is called the Head and Shoulders line, and in the catalog it's accompanied by 3 other masks. So I'd like to take a look at this catalog. So this is the Mario Chiodo Signature Series catalog, and let's just go right through the catalog. And as you can see here in the catalog, Mario Chiodo is known for his really whimsical designs, his large masks. Just an amazing accomplishment to be able to cast and produce these masks at this size. And they have such a character it's really well known to Mario. His style, it's really unlike any other mask company that's out there. And we'll go into his company in just a second, but here's this page with the Head and Shoulders line. And it is, as you can see, a line of 4 masks. Not only this muscle guard, but it also includes the Grand Reaper, the Skull Warrior, and the Death Dealer. And they're all very huge. Now, many of you may know Mario Chiodo was the artist behind the mask company Elusive Concepts. And they were always known for masks similar to this that were just oversized and fantasy-based and whimsical. Let's take a look at the 1993 catalog from Elusive Concepts from Pete's great website at the Devil's Workshop. Thank you, Pete. And you can see that style has always been there from the very beginning in Mario's masks. Here's a couple of pages, the cover and a page showing you just examples of his style. And so in 2000, the Signature Series catalog came out, and it was just the Mario Chiodo catalog, as you saw. Now this mask is just incredible. It is huge, as I said. It's super thick, and yes, I have tried this mask on, and it does come right down over the shoulders, and it wears very well. It just sits on the wearer's shoulders, and the eyes line up almost perfectly. It has foam in the top here, so that the mask sits on the wearer's head just properly. And I'm going to rotate this around and show you this mask in just a minute, but let me first do a close-up here. And so take a look at this mask up close. You can see the detail and the paint on this is just incredible up close. It gets better, actually, the closer you get. It has the eyes cut out, as you can see, sort of half eyes under the helmet. Minor cutouts in the mouth area and the nose, and even the ears are cut in the flaps that come down. It has this leather strapping on it and the chains. It looks really, really great in person, and it's just an incredible sculpt and an incredible paint job, in my opinion. I really, really like this mask. It's very cool. And you don't really see this around. This may be the only copy I've ever seen from my memory. And so, as you can see, it has also this accessory here, these piercings with metal rings and a black plastic chain. And let me just spin this around and show you the mask in 360, and it really gives you the idea of how big this thing is. And also, let me compare this to a mask that some of you may be familiar with, a modestly sized mask. This is a Topstone werewolf. And you could see just the amount of latex involved in making this muscle guard is just incredible. It's huge. It's so much latex, I can't even imagine the production process of trying to get this cast and taken out of the mold and painted. It's just incredible. Now, one of the things that was a challenge with this was actually to display it, because it is so huge that it's very, very heavy. You can see how cool this is with the spikes coming all the way down the back. It is very, very heavy. It's thick. And you can see how broad these shoulders are. And so what happens is when you display this mask as you might typically and support it at the head, there's so much weight on these shoulders and they're so far out from the center line that they just want to droop in. So it took me quite some time to build an oversized stand for this, as well as stuffing it with bubble wrap and really just trying to secure it so that it could be displayed. But I think it was worth it because, I mean, it really displays nicely. It's very cool. It, again, is just huge. Certainly can't fit into any of these mask cases. It has to sit on top. But, I mean, this is just a really cool mask. If you see one of these for sale, I would recommend buying it because it is even better in person. And again, there's only a limited quantity of these in the world available. So, I mean, this is just, I'm very happy to be able to present this mask to you and give you a little bit of the history of it and a little bit of the history of Mario Chiodo. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And once again, that is the 2000 Mario Chiodo Signature Series Muscle Guard. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.